completed all the panels and presentations for today. And now we are going to give the floor to Koen van Ginneken, Agricultural Counsellor, Netherlands Embassy, Attaché for Agriculture.
Thank you. Vala, good afternoon, everyone. It's up to me to try to draw some conclusions or some reflections on this interesting day. I think we heard a lot of interesting information, a lot of interesting panels. Firstly, we started with what I feel was the question, how to produce the right product at the right time. Someone mentioned it that way. I thought it was quite a good summary of the first panel, and I think that that requires making smart solutions for the longer term, about which varieties you use, about irrigation, nutrients, and also maybe switching to substrates. The Dutch experts that we're here can definitely help you with those dilemmas. Afterwards, we went to panel 2, how to respond to changing consumer wishes. I think consumers obviously want good quality products, but there are more concerns about sustainability, about workers' rights, for instance, and complying with a certification scheme like Global Gap, for instance, is a seal of approval. You comply with those main concerns of the consumers. And one of the speakers also mentioned that that is actually a competitive advantage. But Al Deleuze, representative, also mentioned that this is becoming the norm, this is becoming the standard to comply with these standards. And then the question is, how do you differentiate yourself from others? And I think that we had a very interesting presentation about branding, and if New Zealand can do it, why can't Serbia? I think it's a good question that was posed. The Kiwi examples really resonated with me, so I think that thank you for your presentation, and congratulations on becoming a father. I don't know if it already happened, but a third one already, third time then. Last panel was on manpower. How do we find the right foreign workers to employ them here and to actually make sure that the work gets done? Very interesting to hear about the legislative changes that are coming up, and also about the platform, as I understood it, to find the workers, and of course also with the experience of hiring and in some cases firing and getting them out of the country, as I understood, also quite interesting to hear. I would say all in all, a full day of interesting conversations and plenty of opportunities to network. I hope you did that. Let me finish by thanking a couple of people. Firstly, the interpreters. Thank you so much again for making it possible for me to understand what it was all about. And of course, our co-organizers that are mentioned here. So the Ministry of Agriculture, USAID, and Agro Belgrade, Vladimir. Another job well done, I would say. And I think I can speak for all and say we're looking forward to the 3rd edition next year. So thank you very much. Hvala.
Reč preuzima Vladimir Zivanovic, Agro Belgrade.
Agro Belgrade, Vladimir Zivanovic will now take the floor.
Thank you, Koen. Želeo bih pre svega da se zahvalim.
First of all, I would like to thank all the people who have been here with us today, planters, companies, sponsors, our partners, of course, the Dutch Embassy, Ministry of Agriculture, USAID's project. I hope that today was very successful and that in the future we will manage to see what we have done today. In any case, on behalf of Agro Belgrade organization, I would like to announce our international fair in the period from the 26th to the 28th January next year, and see you in early October at the next BBF forum. Thank you very much. And now Alfred, coordinator for the project of Netherlands Small Fruit Solution, will address us now, and after that we will have our final cocktail.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much the previous speakers, because I think it was a lot of conclusions were already said. My conclusions, they will cover a mixture between the field visit of the last 2 days in your beautiful country and of course this panel. So if I start with the sessions, I will not repeat what the agricultural councillor has been said, because I thought the 4 panels were quite self-explaining. Actually, congratulations to everybody. However, I have some remarks with, for me, conclusions. If we talk about global gap, there is no export without global gap. That's very clear. Edith? Yes. Producer organizations. It was very shortly mentioned, but producer organizations and scale enlargement is really a must to compete with the buying power of the retailer chains. They are very powerful in Europe, and also we as Dutch producers are really faced with this problem. Fortunately, the European Commission has also its own means of battling this serious fight, because it's a fight. It's a fight of strong competition. So it's not only the Serbian grower, but also the Dutch grower. Then I had a chance. We were invited by the mayor of Arilje, say the, how do you call it, the fruit basket of Serbia concerning raspberries. He was very proud, the mayor, to tell me that there were 300 freezing houses. 300 freezing houses in a capital or in a city of only 18,000 people. And there were much more growers, maybe 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 growers, not having more than half an hectare. So it's getting a problem of getting the global gap certification realized. However, the freezing houses, they have a problem. No, not they have a problem, they have a chance to cover this by way of a kind of curing method. So, to make it easier for the grower to enter the international market. However, scale enlargement is a big problem in that region. Well, not only there, but all over. Yeah, then trade windows. I think it was the blueberry presentation where it was clearly said that June is the trade window for Serbia. However, that is a very weak window. Everybody is focused with their Duke variety on June. And it was clearly said by other people, please extend your trade window with a few months and look for equal quality. How you do it, the experts are for that. But it's possible, and we have really to introduce new varieties. Even kijken. Yeah, some last remarks. Let's see. Yeah, global gap is actually a rescue for the traders. It facilitates trading, so that's also a very positive sign. And then I heard a remark, pay more for certified fruits, gives you a guarantee. Then finally, a perfect variety, it was said by one of the speakers, does not exist. We talk about size, we talk about firmness, we talk about flavor, we talk about yield, we talk about shelf life. And this combination you have to find out yourself by a good consultant. You better pay for it before you invest. So that is actually one of my recommendations. And I am very happy that we have a good cooperation with, as business people, with the Dutch government. And I'm looking at Mila and Koen as the agricultural representative of the Netherlands. We are looking also to research institutes who really support us. And I think we could also be an example for the Serbian sector to work together in a transparent world where research, government, and business people sit together, work together, and find a common goal. Actually, that's all what I would like to say. I wish you all a good harvest and a nice afternoon. Okay, thank you.